Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Sid here with Guns N' Roses Central, and as we're traveling around Europe, I wanted to do another video. This one's going to be the last one I do on vacation, and we're here in Barcelona, Spain. So the reason I'm shooting it indoors is just because the weather outside is not too nice. It's been raining all day and it's kind of cold, so I thought I'd just shoot it here with a little bit of a backdrop. So let's talk about the gig that Guns N' Roses did in Barcelona back on, I think it was July 5th of 1993. And it's a pretty infamous gig if you guys are a hardcore Guns N' Roses fan. Not so much because of the gig, it's just because of the events that happened around the gig. So if you guys have read Duff's first book, he said that before the gig, you know, they were hanging out backstage, and Doug Goldstein, who was Guns N' Roses manager at the time, came to Slash and Duff and basically said, Axl's not going to go on stage unless you sign over the rights to the Guns N' Roses name. And, you know, they were already late for the show and the fans were getting antsy and they were worried about a riot happening, and they just signed over the rights to the name. At least that's what Duff claims. But if you guys look at the actual contract, it was signed in September of '92, which was well before the Barcelona gig. And, you know, Slash's book doesn't really talk too much about that event happening. He talked about some paperwork happening in '95. But let's talk about the actual gig. So Guns N' Roses played a concert in Italy about a week before, and there was about a week gap between their Italy concert and their Barcelona gig. And, you know, the band members split up and did their own thing. Axl stayed in Verona, Italy, which, if you guys haven't been, is a lovely city. Went there a couple of years ago, and he went and saw U2. And Duff and Matt Sorum went to southern Spain. They went to Malaga and Ibiza. So they went to Malaga and Ibiza, which we actually both went to on this trip, which are really great places. I can't recommend them enough. And they just hung out there for a little bit. Meanwhile, Slash and Robert John, if you guys have seen the documentary Photographic History, was actually, part of it was filmed in Barcelona. So there was some footage that they never aired or they cut from the documentary. They filmed on one of the Gaudi buildings, and they were going to go to the Sagrada Familia, which is probably one of the best things to see in Barcelona. But for some reason, there were so many fans who were basically trying to get to Slash and get his autograph and pictures that they couldn't film anything there. And another event that happened before the gig was that Duff actually did a record signing, or he did a signing in one of the record stores here, and over 3,000 fans turned up. So it was way more than what they expected. In fact, people were spilling out into the streets, and they had to bring in the National Guard to sort of restore order and calm. And the gig itself wasn't too noteworthy. You know, just before Double Talk and Jive, Axl dedicated to Izzy, which was pretty standard during this leg of the tour. You know, Izzy had played with him a couple months prior, and then he left, and there was some bad blood between them. And during the song Used to Love Her, you know, their biographer at that time, Del James, who's now their tour manager, basically came on stage dressed in a Domino's Pizza outfit and played the congas during the song. But that was about it. It was a pretty standard gig. Guns played a couple more dates in Europe. They went to Madrid the next day, played a gig there, and then they finished off their Europe leg before finishing their final tour in Argentina. So I just wanted to do that video, guys. I'm going to be coming home in a couple days, so we'll be doing all the same fun Guns N' Roses news I've been doing, and the podcast will be returning soon as well. So thanks for bearing with me, guys, through the month of April. I know it's been a little bit slow on my channel, but we're going to have tons of great stuff coming in the coming months. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you love Guns N' Roses as much as me, and be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the contents of this video. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you back home in a couple days.